Okay, so this is gonna be sort of a commentary video of this run with the stuff that wasn't in the tutorial. So 6 tap, then I jump when I go on the... Wait, I need to get epic pen. Anyways, when I get on the downward part of the slope, right, I jump, drop dash jump, jump, insta-shield jump over the rock, and then drop dash there, jump, drop dash, jump, drop dash, jump, drop dash, jump, drop dash on the rock if possible, jump, drop dash, and then I just jump and roll there. And then once I'm out of the tunnel, so I see that Sonic is past this little part here, this dark part of the tunnel, like just to the right of the tunnel, you know. I piano roll, then drop dash jump, and then drop dash again. And I guess it's better to like jump and insta-shield a bit later, maybe, to not hit the crab, even though hitting the crab and insta-shielding is faster, but just to make sure you don't drop the... Just to make sure you don't accidentally not drop dash, I guess. Like, I don't know, it might be better to just like not insta-shield early there to hit the crab. Green hill 2, 3 tap, jump. Bouncing on that enemy, I guess, like either bouncing on it or hitting it from the left. But technically it's faster to not bounce on it. Then I jump and I try to kind of like... I try to land just to the left of the rock there. So I try to land around here. Then I drop dash, jump and hold right. And then do another drop dash basically. Like if you see, I'm holding one jump button and then with the other 2 jump buttons, right? I jump as soon as I land, but I do a very short jump, so I release the jump buttons after jumping. Then I hold right and then I use the drop dash again, jump. Then after hitting that enemy and falling all the way here, I try to piano roll here when I land here, and I hold until I'm like, I guess around here, like not high enough to get up here, but still high enough to like go over the rock and also not take damage, so like this. And then when I'm past the middle of this thing here, past the middle, I do a full jump, and then as soon as I land here, I jump again, so I piano roll like just before I land. And then that crab, killing that crab helps you basically kill your upward momentum, and then you hit the spring, and then you roll, jump up the slope, then insta-shield just before hitting those fishes there, those fish, and then there you go. So here, as usual, it's just 6 tap, jump, drop dash, jump, drop dash. Then here I kinda do the worst strat, so I jump off the slope, and then I basically do that, basically... Wait, let me see, cause I kinda forgot how I was doing it with the worst strat, so I jump off there, then I jump and hold left, like that. Yeah, I remember now that I saw it, so... It's just you jump off the slope, you go neutral, then as soon as you land you jump and hold left, or maybe a bit after you land. And then you hold right like once you hit the spring. Then once you're like in the middle of the bridge, then you jump, you do a piano roll, then you start spamming one of the jump buttons to try and get a drop dash off. But if you don't get the drop dash off, it's fine. You just roll instead, but still. And then you hold right. And then here, I basically did the funny thing instead of doing what Rubik's did. But it's better to just not do this jump here, it's better to not do it. And you can just like not do any loop jumps, and you can jump off the slope right here while rolling, like you literally do nothing until you're here, and then you jump and hold right, and you get to the lightning cube for free. But I think this was before I saw Rubik's doing that, so yeah. And anyway, you know, like here, jump, lightning cube, roll, jump. Like once you break the wall, then you jump when you're on the downward part of the slope. Then you basically, like I try, so here, like once I'm around this tree, I jump into lightning cube, jump, lightning cube, jump, lightning cube, jump, jump, like kinda like that. Although I guess it would be faster if I hadn't fallen off, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I go back to the platform like until like the 5th hit, and then I let myself fall. I use the lightning cube to get the 6th hit, and then for the last 2 hits, I just do like from here, right? But I did the last 4 hits like that, which isn't that optimal, honestly. And yeah, still good green hill tree though. Here I try to get a 6 tap as soon as possible. Like basically if you charge the 6 tap as soon as possible and you get to the right speed, you get to land on this platform, and then you kinda do what I would do in the tutorial, right? But instead I'm kind of forced to just do this. And then here you drop dash, and once you are on the center of this first ring here, wait, wrong thing, what? Okay, once you're on the center of this first ring here, you react and then you jump. And then you do a short hop here, and like it was such a short hop that Snowboard didn't even record it, like at 30 FPS. Right, like it wasn't even visible on Snowboard on 30 FPS. So you do a very short hop, as short as you can. I just use my sense of touch to make sure that I feel myself touching the key for as little as possible, and that's my way of doing micro taps. And then you hit this wall, and then as soon as you hit it, you hold left, and then you try to drop dash there just after bouncing. Like you don't want to hold jump before you hit the monitor, but once you hit the monitor, you hold jump and you can drop dash. And if you get the early cycle setup, as you can see in the tutorial that is kind of outdated now, you should have enough time to make it here. Okay, but you just change that one part where you get the fire shield instead of going without the fire shield, right? So you go here, you stand there, and then there's like this brick in the background that I like to use. This brick here. So when the bottom of this crusher is like hitting this line here, I react like the middle of this break, okay? Like as soon as this hits the middle of the break, and it's kind of like on the lower half of the break, the bottom of this crusher, I release and roll, like that. And then I piano roll once I'm to the left of this last crusher, or these last 2 rings, okay? Well, the jump didn't work, so I had to just hit the switch like normal. Then, when the bottom of these spikes is above the top of this platform here, right? I do a fire dash and roll, like that. And then I go all the way here to grab the lightning cube. Then, I would have instead preferred to bonk against this by like spin dashing all the way here and then hitting this and then doing the peel out here. But I had to do the peel out early because when I got to the damage boost, I went too far left and I wasn't gonna get to the usual setup that I do. So I basically did the peel out early. So the idea is, ideally you hit this, you bonk against this, and then you peel out until this thing is all the way down. and then you release the peel out, right? And then you jump, hit those thingies, and then you release right here, right? Like you jump, release right, lightning cube, and then you hold right to land in the middle, then 6-tap, jump, lightning cube, land here, jump, lightning cube, jump, jump, lightning cube, jump, jump, lightning cube. It depends, okay? The cycle on these things, because I missed the first cycle in the first 10 seconds of the level, this platform is gonna be here, right? But if you get to the early cycle, you wanna aim for the platform that is above here instead. But either way, you go up here, and then because this thingy was too high up, right? Like you wanna try to avoid bonking on the left edge of this thing to not get squished. If this thing is low enough, if this thing is like here instead of here, you can just jump on the right edge of this thing and make it up instead of having to land here and then jump from there. But I had to do it because I was gonna get crushed, so I just had to roll and jump, lightning cube. I 6-tap, and then I kinda jump like almost in the center of this thing, like almost where it stops going up, and then lightning cube, and then I 6-tap here. Rito prefers to land here and 6-tap here instead, because if this platform is high enough, you can actually retain your speed and go really fast if you do that. But either way, you just finish the level. I lost some time, but that's not too bad, like that's fine. Bad quality moment, because I was recording at 360p. So I do a 6-tap, you can do a peel out there. Then I 1-tap and jump, roll, 3-tap, 6-tap, or 3-tap, doesn't matter, but still. I spin dash here, I jump as soon as I land, but without holding right. I used to roll here, but actually, if you can do this, like, after the first jump, you can start holding right, then like, you jump like here, if you hold right, but since I'm rolling, I jump more like here, right? And that's the timing I use since I'm rolling, right? Oh yeah, and you can jump immediately upon landing here, or not immediately, but almost immediately to hit this ceiling, and then you roll, and then you make it here without bunking against this wall, by the way. But if you're running instead of rolling, yeah, like that, like if you're running instead of rolling for this jump and this jump, the timing is before you touch these green things in the background here. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And then for this last jump, you just hit the ceiling and roll, and there you go. And then I climb up here, 6-tap, jump, drop dash, jump, 3-tap, and then I jump, drop dash, drop dash, and then I basically jump off here. Although I missed it, I should have done it like worster, right? Wait, I should have Sonic Origins. So if I go to Sonic and Tails, wait, not Bon Riders Run, that is way too outdated. So the way it's supposed to go, Marble 2, that one part that I missed, right? So if you can kind of see what I'm doing here, so you bonk against this wall, you jump here, jump there, and then you hold right once you jump off that slope, then jump here, then you land here, and then you jump here, and then you do the maneuvers like that, right? Like you copy the maneuvers to the T, and that's how it's supposed to go. But anyway, since I missed it, I still kind of backed it up decently well. So there I just hold right, roll, hit this, try to land sort of where the left edge of this thing shooting lava would be, because there's a block below. So, wait, no, not highlighted cursor. Okay, so you land here, then you 6-tap, jump, fire dash, roll. Then I use my sense of touch. I basically hold jump until I feel my nail. Like, it's kind of weird to describe, but I jump until I feel my nail, and then I use the fire dash and roll, and then I basically manage to keep the fire dash like that. But you can do the damage boost, like in the tutorial, if you cannot manage to keep the fire shield. And I lost the fire shield anyway, because I'm dumb. I wasn't supposed to lose the fire shield, but you can just use it to traverse quickly. At the end, I don't remember, I think I lost the fire shield too. I think I lost the fire shield as well, like at the end. Or no, I didn't. Yeah, like that's how it's supposed to go, right? But it was still kinda crap Marble 2 in my Origins run. Marble 3, you 6-tap, roll, jump. So you do a 1-tap, get to the damage boost, and here you kinda just drop dash. Now I prefer to go neutral here, right? So basically you just jump as soon as you take damage. Not too big of a jump, just a jump, and then you drop dash. And I like to release here just in case, so that I don't bonk this thing. I don't know if it helps or not with not bonking against this thing, but still. And then I hold right once I'm above the thing. And then you jump here, drop dash, jump, break these blocks, jump, wait a little bit, jump, drop dash, 3-tap, jump, drop dash, and then you wait for this thing. And once you go up, like once you're like high enough, you start moving right, and then when the thing sort of stops going up as fast, so it's like basically around this portrait here, you can jump, drop dash, jump, and try to land here, drop dash, jump, drop dash, jump, drop dash, jump, drop dash, jump. And then I slow myself down, I face left, and then when Sonic's back, so like when these 3 fins on Sonic's back are below the bottom of this thing here, I take a damage boost, jump, jump, jump. I try to jump here, jump, 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 slow yourself down, jump, slow yourself down. Or not, I guess I got a little bit lucky there that I didn't have to wait. And then you just jump again, and then you slow yourself down just before you land, like a little bit before you land. Jump, jump, 6-tap, jump after grabbing the 3 rings, and then drop dash, and then jump, jump, insta shield, like as soon as you land there. Jump, insta shield, drop dash, jump, jump, insta shield, and I kinda just piano roll as soon as I land for each of these hits, so that there's as little delay as possible. And then I just hit the capsule like that, like just standing like there, like on the right edge of this pillar. And then I 1-tap and jump, and that's it. I should have stood a little bit more to the left, like maybe the left edge of Sonic touching the right edge of this thing there, like this part of the pillar, right? But anyway, you just do that, yeah. So here, 6-tap or peel out if you cannot consistently get a perfect 6-tap. Then you jump, you face left when you're above this block, then drop dash. Then when you see this thing here, you jump and hold right. And then you kinda hold left once you're there. Then you roll and slow yourself down a good bit. And then once you have slowed down enough, you can jump and drop dash there. Jump, roll, roll, hold right. Then, basically, when this thing is like kind of on the center of the screen, that's when I like to do the full jump. and then I land here. I jump once I'm on the downward part of the slope. I do a jump, but not too big of a jump. And then, since I have this, I have my running animation on mania mode. So when the tip of Sonic's hue is kind of like off here, I jump. Basically, like right there. Like once it's off the platform, like once the tip of Sonic's hue is off the platform, I jump. Then I jump in the center here, where these two circles are. I do a full jump, bounce, but not too high. It's like not a micro bounce, but also not too high either. Then I just go a little bit to the left, and then once I touch the right edge of this thing, I go right, okay? And there you go. And then I slow myself down as I'm falling here and hold the left, and then when I hit the spring, I hold right, and then 21. So there I just hit the spring, hold right, roll, jump when I grab all these rings there. Then I slow myself down before landing, and then I try to jump and hit the enemy like on the top, but with the insta shield, and then I drop dash jump, hit the spring, 6-tap, jump, then I drop dash jump, drop dash. Although you can also bounce on the enemy, or I mean, yeah, like you can also bounce on the enemy, but either way is fine. And then you jump, slow yourself down until you're below the platform, and then you jump, drop dash jump, drop dash jump, drop dash jump, drop dash. They don't get to the drop dash off there. Jump, drop dash, jump, drop dash. I even bunked, so I lost a bit of time. Then you roll here. Do not hold right until you have rolled here, and then there you go, and then you can just roll. And then when you're like here, like where this last ring is, you can jump, and then there you go. Or you can just do that and fall and then 6-tap and jump instead. Like either way works. It doesn't really matter too much like how you finish off the level, as long as you just like don't mess it up, I guess. So 6-tap, hold right. Well, I guess you don't need to hold right, but still, and then you just bounce off the lightning shield. Then you just like land to the left here, 3-tap, jump, slow yourself down if necessary a little bit, then jump when you're to the right of this, and be careful, okay? Like you can full jump basically, and then when you hit the ceiling and go down, you spin dash as soon as possible to not get hit, then jump, lightning shield, jump, jump. Then try to make it up here without falling down, jump, lightning shield, jump, with a short hop, and then as soon as you land, jump, lightning shield, jump, lightning shield, jump, lightning shield, jump, lightning shield, jump as soon as you kill this lightning shield, jump, lightning shield when you go here, jump, lightning shield. And here, what Lenny GG does, which you can actually do, is you release right just before you land, then you roll here, then you don't hold right until you roll here, and then you hold right, and you can hold full right and make it to the part with the monitors without having to go down and then up here, right? Like you can go directly where the monitors are. Then you hit the switch, like basically you can either 1-tap or you can jump, right? Like either you 1-tap and hit the ceiling, or you basically jump, hit the ceiling, drop dash, jump after bunking against the switch. Then you jump as soon as you land by piano rolling, jump, drop dash, jump. You hold left here. Then what I like to, like basically you can either get that cycle if you, and I did not mean to hit that wall, so I guess you can jump a little lower if necessary, right? But you can either do that, or you can jump and then drop dash here, and then as soon as you land, you piano roll to get the jump off. Anyways, you just make it to the boss. You're gonna have to wait for the invincibility to run out anyway, it doesn't matter. And then you just kill the boss. And don't look like an idiot like me, okay? You just stand to the right of this yellow thing, and then a little after Eggman starts moving, you release the spin dash, jump, and lightning shield, and that's it. That's literally what you do. So you 3-tap, jump, jump, like you kinda do like 3-tap, jump, slow yourself down a little bit before landing, or after you land, maybe after you land to be safe, then jump, drop dash where these rings are, then slow yourself down, take this damage boost, 1-tap, roll, then 1-tap, right? And basically what you wanna do is you 1-tap and you hold right before releasing, and then you release down. And you keep holding right, and then like that, 1-tap, jump, hit this wall, 1-tap, hit the wall, jump, jump, you bubble bounce there, then you 3-tap, and basically you jump, like right after killing that first enemy, you jump, and then you bubble bounce, and there you go. Then I like to 3-tap, jump, roll, or hold right, I guess, like not roll, hold right. I roll there, or not, or I don't. I hold right, like, my brain. You hold right, yeah, like 3-tap, jump, drop dash, 1-tap, then jump and hit these enemies with the insta shield. Then you jump, hit the switch, jump, jump, drop dash, jump, drop dash. And there you go. This spam at the end is kind of tricky, so basically you kind of like hold the jump buttons and then spam one of the jump buttons to get a drop dash off, hopefully. And then you just jump after killing that second enemy, and then you do the drop dash there. Anyway, left to, I just 6-tap roll or hold right. Then I jump once I'm here, like not too big of a jump anyway, you just like jump and you drop dash if necessary. You roll there, and once you're close enough, so you're like under this vine or close, you can like jump and get the invincibility if you want, but I don't get the invincibility. Then I jump, I drop dash, jump, drop dash. Then I spin dash and jump over that enemy. Then I hold right here and I hit the wall. Then I jump, drop dash, jump, insta shield. Then I can just jump and hold up. And then I kinda just maneuver there, like in the tutorial. So you just hold left, then before landing you kinda like slow yourself down a little bit. You try to stay in the center as much as possible here without moving too far right. Then you go up, hit this. I hit it with a spin dash in this video. I kinda forgot that I used to do that. Then I jump and drop dash and hit the wall, and a bit after grabbing the first ring, I hold right and I hit this, jump, drop dash, jump, hit this, 1-tap or 6-tap, doesn't matter. You hit the wall, then you jump, drop dash, jump, 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 drop dash, jump, drop dash, jump, 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 drop dash, and there you go. left 3, you just 6 tap, roll, roll, jump, then you jump and then you delay the insta-shield a little bit, and then once you use the insta-shield you hold right and you get a drop dash off, and then you wait a little bit, jump, jump, hit this, then jump over like high enough that you don't land, but also not high enough that you just hit that slope upward, and then you jump, you hit the wall, you bubble bounce, then you try to land here. You 3 tap or 1 tap, doesn't matter. 3 tap, jump, drop dash, or bubble shield, I mean, not drop dash. Hold down and left, break this, up, down, down. When you break this, you want to delay it, by the way. You do not want to break this as soon as possible. You want to do a delay so you don't lose the bubble shield. Then break this, and then here, you just slow yourself down, and then when you're kind of here, so you've landed or are about to land, you can start holding right. Wait, no, not the search bar. You kinda try to bubble bounce such that the right edge of Sonic is kind of like close to the middle of the spring, kinda, and you bubble bounce and hold left, and you land here, and as soon as you land, hold right and jump immediately, and you can land here. If you end up landing here, you just bubble bounce up if you land here, okay? Like, it doesn't matter too much. Bubble bounce, go up. I bubble bounce once to kill this enemy, then bubble bounce again. Bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce and hold. Bubble bounce and hold, bubble bounce here, and bubble bounce of this enemy, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce. And then I kill that enemy, then I keep bubble bouncing like that, like I basically just spam the bubble bounce. So the way it goes is bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, hit the enemy, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce early, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, and there you go, that's it. And now here, when Eggman turns left, then bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, jump, jump, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, bubble bounce, jump, and then spin dash, which I missed, but it's fine, and then you kind of just like spin dash, jump, and hit the switch once you're aligned to it, to the left edge of it, and that's it. Then 3 tap, jump, jump. So basically I 3 tap, I jump when I'm to the right of the rings, then jump, hit the spring, hit, then you do a short jump and insta-shield to avoid the bomb, 6 tap, then I kind of like slow myself down a little bit to land there and roll, then jump here once you're high enough, so you can jump when you're above this platform, like not too high, you just do like a bit of a short hop, and then you wait until you're kind of like touching this, I guess, before you start rolling. So you just hit the spring, go neutral, then when you're here you roll and you hold right, 6 tap, jump, 6 tap, jump, insta-shield. I tried to kill that enemy but it didn't work. I would have dropped that shit instead of 6 tapping, but doesn't matter. Same thing here, go neutral, then jump once you land, and then hold right. And there you go. Like, you just jump or neutral, then hold right. And that's it. Then here, I face left. I hit the spring. Then I hold right. I hold full right here. I actually, you can either keep holding full right, or you can kind of roll here, for a little bit, and then you jump and you get a lot of speed from doing that. And then I jump, like, once Sonic, like you can see, he kind of is looking up, then now he's looking straight, and then once he starts looking straight again, I jump, drop dash, 6 tap, then I jump. I try to basically drop dash on the left edge here, right? And then when I land here, I jump as soon as possible, then drop dash, and then there you go, and then peel out. Although this is a bit risky to jump after that, like you can probably just drop dash and let yourself fall, and then you 3-tap and make it here and peel out, and that's it. And sub 20 if you do it right, yeah. Then 3-tap, I kill that enemy, and then I try to get on a position. So basically, there's like a little portion of a star here. I don't think it's visible in the video, but if you can see, like barely, you can barely see the star here, but just barely the left edge of it, behind Sonic's Q, you're on the right position, unless you moved too far right and then back to the left. So unless you mess up the camera by going too far right and then having to go back to the left, you've got the right position here, so you can peel out, hold right, and then jump as soon as you release, okay? So you release up, and then jump immediately after. Then you throw yourself down after landing here, and then I spin dash and hold right here, and then I jump, drop dash, jump, roll, jump there, jump, roll, roll. Or you can hold right there too, like it doesn't matter. Then, you know, you can basically, then you jump, drop dash, 6-tap, jump, lightning kill, 6-tap. And then when you start going up, when you see Sonic, when you see the camera moving up, because you can see it rising, when Sonic starts going up, you jump here, and if you get lucky, you get this angle, 6-tap, jump, roll, then you jump after grabbing these 3 rings, okay? So you grab these 3 rings, jump, and you can get a lot of speed. Then I jump and lightning kill to move the camera up. I don't know if it spawns the boss faster, but anyway, you know. And then I wait a little bit. When the boss shows up, jump, lightning killed, jump, lightning killed, jump, lightning killed, and then I go here, jump, lightning killed, then I go here, jump, lightning killed, jump, lightning killed, jump, lightning killed, jump, lightning killed, okay? So you wanna piano roll each time you land, and you wanna land just to the side of the mines each time you hit Eggman, basically. You peel out, hold right, jump once you're here, and then you hit the switch, jump, 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 then you use the drop dash there, then jump, lightning killed. So basically here, what you do is you jump, lightning killed, hit the wall, try to land just on the left edge, jump, lightning killed, jump, like you do a full jump there at the edge of that platform, but at the very edge there, as late as possible, jump, lightning killed, you land here, and then you can do a 6-tap, and basically, once this platform is almost on this line here, you can release the 6-tap if you've gotten here fast enough and you did it right, and then you just hold right, roll, hold right, then I jump here to bonk on the ceiling and hit the switch, jump, lightning killed, like that. I basically do that, okay? I 6-tap, jump, lightning killed, jump, lightning killed, jump, lightning killed, jump, then I 6-tap, and then I jump on the middle of that slope and lightning killed, and there it is. So, Scrap Brain 2, I 3-tap, then when I'm like above this thing in the floor, I jump and then I hold 1 or more jump buttons, then I spam another jump button to charge a drop dash, and then as soon as I'm here, as soon as I land, I basically jump. Then I try to land to the left of this circle, like I try to jump when I'm on the left of the circle, so like around here. Jump. Then I try to jump when I'm above the circle, jump, hit the switch. Then from here you can actually hold right a bit before landing and then jump. And then you can land here. If you manage to charge a drop dash successfully, you just drop dash, jump, drop dash. And here, after grabbing this first ring or just before, you do a jump, drop dash, then jump as soon as you land. Then you can drop dash here, and when you see Sonic on the right half of the wheel, you can jump. I take a damage boost, 6-tap jump. I face left, 6-tap, jump on that thing there to bonk. 3-tap jump, drop dash jump, and then here I spam jump while holding the jump buttons just in case one of these appearing platforms suddenly makes me land. You wanna do that just in case, you wanna spam jump, right? Then drop dash, then you hit the ceiling there so that when you take the damage boost, you basically don't go up because you're hitting the ceiling, so you go up early and then you go down faster, okay? And then you 6-tap jump, peel out, and then like you peel out when you make sure that this spike ball isn't gonna hit you. You hold right, roll when you land here, and then you hold right, and then you roll if needed. That damage boost there was not intentional, like taking damage there was not intentional. Then here I just go here. Then I jump when Eggman is like you can see the left edge of Eggman's body kind of aligned with the switch, and that's when I jump kinda. And I just enter there. Jump, drop dash, 1-tap. Then I throw myself down there. When I'm around this pink thing that is covering Sonic right now, I hold right. Then I roll. Then when I'm below these rings, I do a short hop, jump, hit the switch. Then when the tip of Sonic's foot is off the platform, you kinda wanna jump as late as possible here. Then bonk. Then you can insta-shield just before reaching the spike if you wanna be safe, and then you drop dash. Then you kinda just jump here until you're like above the top here of this platform. Then you release jump, drop dash if you want to, or I guess you can just do that, like you just wait for this thing to throw its flamethrower. Then you jump, full jump, drop dash. Then when you grab this last ring, jump, drop dash. And then you kind of tap right a little bit, you bounce off this enemy, and then you land here, jump, insta-shield, and then you just go in, okay? And then this boss is kind of self-explanatory, so you stand. I basically, like, for the first hit, I 3-tap, I jump and slow myself down when I'm like close to the center of the boss arena. Like kind of when I'm like in the center of the second crusher, I throw myself down, I hit Eggman there, regardless of where he is. I go to the right, peel out to the left when these things start moving. I stand here on the second crusher. I hit Eggman because the second crusher doesn't go up, right? If the crusher does start going up, you spin dash. And if Eggman is here, you can just either go left and hit him, or you can spin dash and hit him. Or if he's here, you just spin dash and hit him normally. If the second crusher goes up, and this one too, you just do the same thing, you just spin dash anyway. And then you can easily hit Eggman. And if the second crusher doesn't go up, you can just hit Eggman normally without worrying, like, you're not at risk, right? Like, you just do that. You know, and the boss fight is kind of self-explanatory. You just have to not be too nervous and not react too slow. And that's basically it. that's the boss fight. And yeah, that's kind of the commentary of this run.